Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Divine Glow Tarot. I'm here with your weekly tarot reading, which would be from the 3rd to the 9th of April. Please note that time is fluid, so the reading may be meant for you whenever you come across it. Also, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with every single one of you. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And now let's get into the reading. The format I have here is the 7-day spread with 2 extra cards for insight regarding the overall energy and advice. When I was pulling out your cards, Sag, a funny/creepy thing happened. I actually did Leo's reading before you guys, and the card that represents Leo fell out at the overall energy position. So when I was doing your cards, I thought in my mind, how cool would it be if the Temperance falls out in any of the positions, and then like 5 seconds later the Temperance fell out at the overall position. It's funny, creepy, and a blessing how Spirit is always listening. Now that could be a message for one of you or some of you, that Spirit is always listening. So communicate your worries, desires, and ask for solutions, and then be attentive to signs that pop up as you go about your day-to-day life. That's something I just wanted to share with you guys in case it might come in handy. Now, let's move on to the first card, which is for Monday. It's the 10 of Wands. You could be starting the week feeling burdened by all the extra responsibilities you have to take on. This could be in an area of your work, or it could be at home, or it could also be in your personal relationships. It feels like some of you could be burnt out and exhausted right now. And the card points to all the hard work you've been doing at the moment. Now, 10s are a sign of completion. Looking at the picture on the card, your destination is not too far off. You just have a little more way to go. You will be able to release the burden very soon. This could also be someone willingly unable to let go of responsibilities, maybe at work, or it could be a dream project you've been working on and are afraid to share the responsibility, afraid that no one else would be able to do it the way you do it. Be a little bit careful there, because too much time spent in this energy and you will end up feeling that the task at hand is a chore instead of the dream project that it once was. The delegation is something that needs to be done so that you can free up some time to enjoy life. We move on to the Page of Swords energy, which is for Tuesday. The Page of Swords represents you getting new ideas and having a very curious mind. You're finding new ways of communicating. It shows that you have a lot of energy and passion at this time and are getting a lot of bright ideas and plans for the future. You have so much energy that you want to do everything at the same time, which you can, but you might end up being burnt out again like before. The Page of Swords is about communicating. Maybe you're considering a career in communication or attending an event this week where you will be required to give a speech. It will be an easy task for you due to your inner talent in this area. If you're waiting for a sign on a project, the Page of Swords says go for it. In a relationship, someone could be learning to communicate with you. If you're facing difficulties, the message is to take a break and return with a different perspective. The person you're dealing with could have a lot to share with you given the chance to express themselves. So be patient. For the middle of the week on Wednesday, there's a feeling of competition where everyone wants to win. This card shows 3 people. One person has got 2 swords in his hand and is picking up a third one, and 2 people are walking away. They're probably disappointed. The card talks about fallouts and disagreements, this deep feeling of sadness, of loss of some sort. You could be the one feeling disappointed, or you could be the other party as well. And this could apply to a work situation as well as a family or a relationship issue you're facing. The advice is to pick your battles wisely. It will help you create a peaceful existence, and relationships with others will come out stronger. For Thursday, you get the Devil card, which brings to light addictions and attachments which aren't serving your highest purpose. These are the things that restrict you from moving forward freely and from being the best version of yourself. Addictions could be anything from substances to bad behaviors, such as too much electronics, procrastination, toxic thought patterns, codependencies in a relationship, or even the inability to delegate, as we saw earlier. The Devil card shows the intensity with which these things are holding you captive. You feel like there is no control on the situation, but the fact of the matter is that you do have some control. In this Devil card, we can see that there are two people standing. They have chains around their necks. It looks like they are being held against their will, but if you look closely, the chains are loose and they can easily take them off and walk out, but they're choosing to stay there, which brings to light that you do have free will. In the work situation, if you can, the advice is to speak up, or if you're able to delegate, be sure to do that. And in a relationship, the advice is to work through the obstacles with your partner or spouse. Towards the end of the week, for Friday, you get the Four of Swords. This is a card of rest, of relaxation and meditation. You're probably thinking, contemplating regarding how to bring balance to the situation. Over here, you're feeling the force of the hard work you've done so far or the challenges in the relationships you've been dealing with and need the time to recover, to recharge your batteries. The card tells you to step back and gain perspective, which is what you're doing right now and is much needed too. Take a day off and rest and recharge. Spend time with loved ones and take that much needed break, because now is not the time to make any decisions. It is actually time to build that mental strength and reassess your priorities. The insight I'm getting is that we work very hard to build a life in order to support our loved ones. But what is the point if we end up sacrificing our nearest and dearest for the sake of it? Moving on to Saturday, we get the Eight of Cups, which is a card of disappointment, of withdrawal. It is a feeling of being emotionally unfulfilled. Someone here is feeling like no matter what they do, they cannot get ahead. If at work, they cannot get ahead of the rat race. And in that relationship, it is very, very difficult and just cannot get that understanding. Someone is feeling the sense of loss and disappointment. It could also be someone avoiding putting in the work or avoiding the situation. Now, for some of you, it could actually be time to move on from something in your life, knowing that it is not for your highest good anymore. For others, it is time to stop running from this situation and face what is in front of you. Have those open conversations with your partner so that you can understand them better if this is a relationship matter. Also ask yourself what is most important to you and work on achieving that rather than avoiding the situation, is the message that is coming across. For Sunday, we get the Six of Cups. This card offers solutions and choices. It is one of pleasure and harmony and has a very childlike energy around it. You could be thinking about all the happy memories of all the good times you had in the past. There is a sense of innocence as well as goodwill in this card. Now, this could be someone reconnecting with their childhood friends, or it could be someone returning from the past. In a love situation, it could be a past lover or a childhood sweetheart, and you're thinking about all the fun times you had together. In a relationship, it could be that someone is ready to give and receive without expectation. It is a card of turning a new leaf and starting again from a more positive place. The idea is to explore everything the way a child experiences it, such as being playful, spontaneous, creative. It also signifies children in your life, and there could be a pregnancy. If you're trying to get pregnant, this card says that it's highly likely at this time. It could also mean that you're just spending more time with children. The overall energy of the reading is the Temperance. This is you, Sag. It talks about balance, where you stabilize your energy. In the work situation, you're learning how to balance that work so that you don't end up being burdened, as we saw in the beginning of the week. In relationship, the advice is to not hold too strong opinions and listen to the other person's point of view. The card carries a strong sense of moderation, of patience and purpose. And with the Temperance being your card, you already have these qualities within you. The idea is to learn from your experiences, stand in your power, and face any challenges head on. Before we move on to the advice, Sag, I'd like to request if you could please hit that like button. It will tell me that you're interested in content like this, and I can continue to bring you more. Thank you. The advice for the week is the Two of Wands. This card is one of future planning. The person here is standing and looking at the world in his hand. He is thinking and planning. There's no sign of an action being taken yet. The message is that you just need to plan clearly at this time. It's a card of progress, of decisions, and a discovery. You're figuring out an action plan on how to manifest all the things that you really want in life, how to make all those dreams into a reality and really achieve what you want. And again, you have the ability to balance out and overcome whatever comes your way, with Temperance being right next to it. Sag, that wraps up the reading. This is all I have for you for now. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.